Happy New Year, everybody. I can't say as I'm sad to see 2020 go, but it's good to start a new year. I wanted to do this video to kind of wrap things up from last year and also to give a heads up on what I'm planning on doing next year. Last year was pretty good. It started out slow, but about mid-year I discovered the osprey nest in 11 Mile Canyon, and that opened up a whole new area of photography for me. I had never photographed birds before, so there was a bit of a learning curve, and I finally got the settings on my camera right and learned how to do things. Had to get a couple of new pieces of equipment, and anyhow, I had a pretty good year photographing the osprey, some eagles that were living nearby, and also some hawks that we saw. And then we also had our annual trip to Rocky Mountain National Park and a couple trips up to the Rocky Mountain Arsenal. So all in all, even though it was a tough year with the COVID virus and everything, it was a good year photographically. Now this year I also hope to do all those things again, and in addition I'm going to work harder on my videos. At first I wasn't quite sure what I wanted my video channel to be. Seems like there's enough photography teachers out there. And so after I thought about it a while on my hike today, or yesterday, I got to thinking when the internet was brand new, there was this guy who had his own website, and the name of the website was See What Bob Sees. Only problem was, Bob was never manning his camera, and the only thing Bob ever saw, according to the website, was a candy machine. So that didn't work out too well, but I was thinking that's kind of what I want my channel to be. I go around doing a lot of things, and it occurred to me that I do get to see a lot of things that not many other people get to see. Not too many people get to see bald eagles or hawks or osprey on a daily basis, and I thought, well, I'll just make my channel do that. Anyway, for now I'm planning to head out and hit the trail, and hopefully I'll find some deer or some elk and get some pictures today, and then I'm going to head on over to Woodland Park and maybe down to Green Mountain Falls, where I hear there's a owl living, and also I heard there's some eagles down there too, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, once again, Happy New Year, and I hope it's a good year for everybody. This is starting out to be a good day. The sun is just coming up on the first one of the trailhead. The animals are not all scared away yet. See, there's a herd of mule deer over there. They saw me coming, so they're headed for the trees. But at least I got a couple pictures of them before they took off. Well, I'm done hiking now. My face is frozen from the wind, and my lungs are burning because I had to run up the hill to get there before the guy and his dogs, so I could see those deer. Anyway, now we're at Victor Pass. That's Pikes Peak up there. I always like this spot. This is the south face of Pikes Peak, which isn't nearly as dramatic as the north face or the view from Colorado Springs, but it's nice. And there's the peak right there. Well, I'm back from today's adventure. It didn't start out too well. When I got to the trailhead, I had arrived first. No one else was there yet, so I quick ran up the hill. I got about halfway up the hill and saw a beautiful herd of deer resting on the hillside, and I went to start taking pictures, only to discover that I had forgotten to put batteries in my camera. So I ran back down the hill, got the batteries and my teleextender for my lens, and turned around and ran back up the hill. About halfway up the hill, the guy with the dogs got there, and his dogs chased me up the hill barking, and then they scared the deer away, so I just kept on going and hoped that I'd see him again. And at the top, I did see the herd of deer way across the valley heading up into the trees. They saw me at the top of the hill, and that hurried them up even more. But I got a few shots off and a little bit of footage, a few seconds of footage, and so later on then when I got back home, on my way home, I found the rough-legged hawk that I see sometimes, and this time he cooperated and he soared right above me, and I took about 100 pictures of him just soaring and looking at me, and so that worked out real well, and I hope you enjoy the video.